Go live with the screen.
Okay, joining me now is Team UBC Esports. So with me is Remy and Proof from the Championship UBC Esports League of Legends team from 2014 to
How you doing, Mark?
2016, was it?
I just want to see that.
2017.
Oh, you guys have been together playing for a long time. So let me start with Proof then. So you were the star jungler of this collegiate League of Legends UBC Esports team. How do you think your skills with
So you
jungling in League of
hear,
Legends
yeah.
will trans sorry,
Okay, put in the wrong one. Sus. Hey guys! Alright, we're live. Welcome to the Beast Brawlers Bounty Hunt stream. So I am Ted. As some of you guys on the back here you probably recognize, we have unnamed lurking in the background there. So I'm sure some of you guys have recognized taking on unnamed these past few um, days, almost a week of competition, and we have Jade here as well. So yeah, we're excited. A new place. We're working out of a nice space here out in the harborfront in Vancouver, Canada. So beautiful day here in Vancouver, and we're ready to get brawling with you guys. So um, yeah, we'd love to hear you guys' feedback on the bounty hunt so far. So if you're not already, make sure to hop onto our Discord channel and give us some feedback on what you think about our event so far. And for you guys that have yet to collect your bounty, I mean, here's your chance today. For the next 2 hours, we're going to be playing across all levels of the fan levels. So Jade here, and as well as another colleague, will be actively playing in the 0 to 1,000 fan range. I will be nerfed. No, you guys will be fine. I will be playing from the 1,000 to 2,000 game range. I'm sorry, fan range as Proxidus, and for you gold and diamond players, you will have the challenge of facing unnamed in the 2,000 plus fan range. So this will be a lot of fun, and I'll probably play some of it too. So I mean, this is the device I will be streaming from. We will be mostly playing out of the unnamed account on the stream. So this is just your chance to snipe our developers as you watch us. So yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun. You guys ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
A name you want to take the chair of your account?
The hot seat?
The hot seat, yes.
Alright, sure thing. Alright. So let's get this first match on the way.
All right. Well, hey, you're a name. You're here as well.
I'm there as well.
Where is the Proxidus account?
It's on the one right there.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, already we got a match.
Oh, wow, fast.
I think people really want to play some bounties.
Alright.
Challenge.
Oh man.
Let's see who we're up against here.
I've already lost quite a bit this week.
Alright, well, Proxidus is hopping into his first match, or my first match.
Oh. Man, I am just not doing good right now.
Alright, in the meantime, I'm going to keep an eye on Discord to see what our players are saying. Yeah, Proxidus, I think you made my beast OP on this one.
Oh, yeah. That one needs to be
Oh,
toned down.
I feel bad. So, yeah, for you guys' information, obviously we can control, the beast levels and everything else because we are the guys that developed this game. But for this bounty event, obviously we want to make this fair. So you notice that the beast levels that we're using are relatively lower than you guys, or it's supposed to be anyways. So, but right now I'm playing as Proxidus and I feel terrible because I have all max level.
Wow, that was a fast match.
So this was not as it intended. So we'll get it fixed. So whoever's playing me, Coco, Clayman, and Indomitable, I am sorry. I'm currently using a level 8 dragon. Alright, I'm gonna play blindfolded.
Give yourself a little bit of handicap.
But yeah, I mean, aside from like playing this bounty hunt and letting you guys win some gems against us, again, I think the point of us having these streams is also to collect feedback from you guys, right? Get you guys to let us know what you think about events like this. Obviously, this is kind of just a quick community thing that we want to kind of give back to you guys and let you guys have a chance to win against us. And it's fun for us too. We get to play against you guys as well. But yeah, I mean, let us know what ideas you have for future events, both in game and outside of the game. But yeah, we'll love to. What's that? Oh, okay. No, shoot, I won. Sorry. I feel bad.
That's why you should give at least a chance.
Oh, hey, I was talking to you guys while I was playing. So I am sorry that Proximus is OP right now. All right, I'm gonna hop into a named account. A named battle. All right, whoever wants to snipe me, here's a chance. Battle. All right, 2 out of 4. Yeah, and of course there is a bit of lag with the stream. With what you see on the screen and what's happening live. So. Oh shoot, that was fast. Alright, who we got here? We got, oh shoot, Mafia, JJ and Verco. Uh-oh. So, yeah, Mafia, we do notice here, Mafia did break the record for most number of fans before the season reset, by far. So, Mafia got, I think, no, what was it? 10,000, what's that? No, 12,000 fans. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. Looking at those rankings, especially the reset. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, so congrats, Mafia. You were very dedicated. Like you just went all out to get your fan count up to 12,000. So, oh, speaking of Mafia, here we go. I got to talk about Mafia. Shit, I didn't pay attention. Dude, a name. Your beasts are like pretty high level too. That's pretty high. Well, I guess we want to give you guys more of a challenge, right? I mean, if you guys want to beat us,
I lost the last match.
No, when you have bounties on people, those people are supposed to be pretty strong. If you really want to take advantage of claiming bounties, focus on the developer tag people.
no. Do not do that. Oh shoot, I'm gonna use it there. Yeah, we've gotten a lot of feedback that you guys think the bear is OP. I don't think so personally. I think skilled players are probably better than bears because you guys can kind of charge a little bit better. And as you can tell, wait, I don't have potions to pick up.
No, you're not. You gotta give them a chance.
What the heck? Yeah, so you guys have a major advantage against us because I'm playing an account which I don't know what potions that's gonna equip, or what. I don't think we have any talents unlocked. Oh shoot! Yeah. All right.
Maybe you should spend some time.
No.
You can spend some time after the match, go through the towns, go through the potions.
I was so busy talking to you guys that I lost. That's the only reason. All right. Well, congrats, Mafia, and sorry, I missed the second name, but if you guys are online, you guys can claim the bounty. Just make sure you take a screenshot.
Levels don't even matter. You're still losing.
No, I wasn't concentrating. I wasn't in my zone. All right. A name. So I don't think I can take on the diamond guys.
Oh, come down. Alright. Well, since our potions aren't set up, we might as well go through that while we're waiting for our next match here.
We're not stalling for time at all. We're simply wanting to show you guys how to use the potions.
So, on the mounts page, we have our potions here, which a couple of our mounts don't have potions right now, so we should probably equip some of those. And yeah, for those who are new to the game and don't know much about the potions, we have 6 different types of potions in this game. So our first one here, the green one, is the damage potion. So the power potion increases your damage for the next 5 seconds. And then the next one we have is a swiftness potion, which increases your movement speed for the next 3 seconds to give yourself that little bit of a burst. Then we have the regeneration potion, which will heal you over time. But if you take damage, it'll stop the heal effect. So this is a great way, like right after like exiting combat, to like really get your health back up. But you just need to be careful that no one hits you in the meantime. The reset potion is a really strong one. It resets your cooldown of your active ability, so you can use your ability twice, essentially, which is really strong in some of the caster ones, like the Phoenix and stuff, to use its ability twice. The next one we have is the protection potion, which makes you take no damage for 2 seconds. This one's really strong against some of the mounts that are a little bit weak and don't have much of an escape ability. So like the spider and the unicorn are both very vulnerable when someone gets on them, but that's where the protection potion comes in strong, because they don't take damage, and they have faster movement speed than other mounts, so they're able to escape right after. And the recall potion is also another really strong potion, which lets you swap mounts. So if you're getting really low on health, or you want to swap to a different mount because someone picked a mount that's going to counter you, you can use that potion and swap to a different mount, so you don't have to worry about that bad matchup. So with the bear, I'm going to go with the reset potion. I like having 2 charges in the bear. It's quite strong. And then for our talents, let's see what we got here. So in the first tier we have Walking Fort and Heavy Paw. Between these two, I kind of like the Heavy Paw. I like the stronger attacks, and I don't like the slow movement speed from Walking Fort, because Walking Fort increases your health but lowers your movement speed, and the bear is already a pretty slow mount. But with Heavy Paw, it increases your attacks, but it makes them slower to actually attack. But the bear has quite a slow attack speed to begin with, so I don't mind it being a little bit slower just because he hits harder. On the next one, we have Master Pursuer and Incapacitate. With this one here, I like the Cripple Slow last longer, just so, because that pairs well with the Heavy Paw, because now our attacks are now slower as well, so we make sure that when we hit someone, they're going to be slowed for a long time. With Incapacitate, it works a little bit better with Walking Fort, because when you hit someone, it slows them by 90%, so they're not going to be getting away from you anytime soon. But because of the slow attack speed, I don't want them to escape from me. With the Potion Master, usually I'll go with Potion Fanatic. I like the decreased cooldown on the potions, especially when you're using a reset potion, just because the increased duration doesn't do anything, because the reset potion doesn't have a duration. But the Potion Master, the one that increases the duration, works really well with like the Damage Potion or the Speed Potion, one of those two. The next one we're going to go into is Cannonball versus Heavy Momentum. I like to go with Cannonball with the Reset Potion, just because it does increase damage with the ability, but Heavy Momentum is also really strong, because it does give you that movement speed right after you use the charge. And like I said earlier, like the bear is a slow mount, but you get that extra little boost of speed, and then if you hit someone, you slow them down, so they're not going to get away from you. So we're going to go with that on our bear there. And we'll go with the talents of the other mounts later. I'm just going to equip my potions in the meantime, and then we'll queue up for another match.
And just answering a quick question. So a lot of you guys have participated in this event throughout the week already, and you've collected your bounties. So for those of you that still don't know the rules and don't know how to claim the bounties, so all you need to do is, one, beat one of us. So the 3 guys that are participating in this event, of 3 accounts, is Unnamed, Jade, and Foxodus. So if you see us, you either have to beat us, or if you happen to team up with one of us in a 2v2 ice cold match, then you have to win with us. And so if you either beat us or you win with us, take a screenshot of the podium screen. So that's where you see you're coming in first, second, third, or fourth. So as long as you rank above us or you win with us, just take a screenshot and share it with us on either Facebook, Twitter, or on the Discord channel. So that's it. And once we see that, you have a screen that that's basically your bounty collection. We will reach out to you and we'll collect your information to reward you with the gems.
All right, let's do this. Oh, so we got our match here.
Yeah, and later on the stream, we'll take some time to answer you guys' question as well. We have Chio, who's managing our social media. So she's been looking at the questions that you guys have been raising through Facebook and Discord. So yeah, after a few more matches, I think that you guys want to collect your bounties. We will jump right into the Q&A.
Ooh, who do I want to start off with? We'll start with Bear here because I was doing his talents. Looks like I'm up against Cactus Dog here and CC Beck.
So the CC Beck's been playing a lot.
Ooh, missed that charge.
And quite a bit of the bounty.
Ooh, nice one.
If you guys are wondering what we do in the office all day, I mean, this is basically it. We just play Beast Brawlers.
Ooh, nice one with the wolf there.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, so we have been working really hard post-launch, collecting feedback that you guys have been giving us about the game, as well as continuing some of the development stuff that we've had planned for the game. So we have a lot of exciting stuff coming out in the future updates, and we will share that information with you guys as soon as there's information to share. So stay tuned. I do less talking and more playing. I'm losing my 2v2.
So I can't announce everything that we're working on. That's a no-no?
I think we did some sneak peeks. Let's see.
All right, sneak peeks.
Let's just try to make it through this stream without losing too many gems. Speaking of which, I feel like talk to us and concentrate more. I'm playing a 2v2 right now. My teammate's gonna be mad if I'm close to it. Oh shoot! Yes.
Okay, all right. Let's do this.
Sorry, I just won with Goliath on my 2v2.
Oh.
So if you're online,
That was a close one.
Screenshot.
Good job, CC Beck. Dang. That was a good round. You too, Cactus Dog.
You lost the both.
No, I lost one. I came second.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're basically like within the office, we're gonna be punching each other for whoever uses the most gems.
I think right now I'm losing by quite a bit. Alright. So we'll go over another mount now. After every match, I'll go over one mount and their talents. So last time I did the bear. So now I'm going to go over the hog's abilities here.
Okay, so got a question from the Facebook guy. So
Sure.
this is on Twitch. Facebook is annoying. We are still investigating the best ways to stream the game. So obviously, some of our content creators, most of them, if not all of them, stream on Twitch. I personally love Twitch as well. So a couple of reasons why we do it on Facebook, but the main reason is a lot of our followers and social media on Facebook. So we don't have an official Twitch channel yet. We're still in the works of getting these followers official Twitch channel. But secondly, I think ultimately we want to be able to stream across all the major channels, so YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And that we just honestly have been so busy with the game that we haven't had time to really look into the stream setups yet. So yeah, but thanks for the feedback. We know you guys are used to watching on Twitch rather than on Facebook, so we want to make these options available for you guys. So yeah, hopefully by the next stream or the stream after, we'll find a solution to broadcast on all the major streaming channels.
All right.
Alright, I'm gonna hop into another match as Proxidus.
All right, so let's go over these talents here. So we're up to the hog now. So it has its first two, the light hog and heavy hog. They both kind of affect the health and attack speed. So one increases the attack speed but lowers your health. One increases your health but lowers your attack speed. And with the hog, I like to go more with a damage style. So I'll go with the less health but more attack speed. So on the second tier, we have Daredevil and Berserker. I I kind of like Berserker to make me take a little bit less damage while I have it active. That way I can gain a lot more health back because I'm taking less while I'm also gaining health. So I'd like to go with that one. Daredevil, though, increases your damage while you're at lower health, but decreases your damage when you're at high health. So it's a kind of like a positive negative talent. If you're at lower health a lot, then you do a lot more damage. But if you're at higher health for most of the match, you're going to be doing less damage. And I don't want to lower my damage just yet. With the Potion Master and the Potion Fanatic, I think I chose the Invulnerability one. So I'm going to go with increasing the duration of the potion effect, so I stay invulnerable for a longer amount of time. And then on the final tier, we have Focused Rage, which increases our lifesteal duration, but decreases its effectiveness. And then Sharp Tusks, which increases the effectiveness of the lifesteal. So we're going to go with Sharp Tusks to increase how much lifesteal I get back when I use my ability. Alright. So let's queue up for another match here.
I'm playing another 2v2 in silver, by the way. So, all you silver guys, I'm waiting for your challenge.
Alright, I'm up against M, Kago, and Fairplay.
I don't envy your position. Diamond guys, they're so aggressive.
I have been losing quite a bit recently, so hopefully I can start winning some games here soon.
Yeah, I see Dylan's comment making the webcam bigger. We could. We just don't want to block the screen out. Yeah, I think another thing that we want to do is actually invest a little bit of time and effort to make the overlay better. So yeah, we've been busy, working on the game, so I haven't had time to really work on the optimization for the streams and things like that. But yeah, we will look to do that. Maybe I can increase the size of the screen a little bit bigger so you can see us after this match. That's why you guys want to see the gameplay. That's why we make the screen so big.
I thought they wanted to see us play. Right, I must have made that mistake.
Uh-oh. Speaking of the hand movement. Snipe. Yes. Oh, shoot.
Whew. Oh, the crystal protected me there.
I was going with the bronze match.
Oh, no.
Lose some, win some. Doing well. No one's claimed any bounties.
Yeah, I mean, to you guys' credit, we thought that our matches in the lower divisions would be a lot easier, but I guess our new players picked up this game really quickly too. Like I've had some really intense matches, just like the 1,000 fan count, and I was getting destroyed by some of these guys. So yeah, I mean, we have some really good players in the game. So diamond players, watch out. Like there's a lot of people that are climbing in fan range, and once they get to diamond, you guys are gonna be in for a challenge.
Nice. Good game, guys.
All right, a name takes one.
Finally, a win. Whew, it's been a while.
Yeah, we still got 1.5 hours left of this, so don't get discouraged. Keep queuing up. We are going to give you guys plenty of chances to win.
Awesome. All right, so on to the next map. So we've done the bear and the boar. So the next beast we're going to go over will be the phoenix. So the phoenix here, the first two talents that it can choose from is heat up and fire to ashes. So they both revolve around the cooldown of the phoenix's ability. So heat up first is whenever you do an attack, it lowers the cooldown of the ability. And fire to ashes, whenever you get a KO with your active ability, it will reduce the cooldown of it by a significant amount. So we're going to go with heat up here. just because I don't believe I can get the kills. I'm not confident enough, and it's a lot easier for me to get the attacks off. So the next one is Supernova, which increases the range of your active ability, or Fire Pillar, which increases the damage but greatly reduces its range. I'm going to go with Supernova just because I do feel it's a little bit safer, and the mounts or the beasts like the Wolf are very strong against the Phoenix, and it's a little bit hard sometimes to get that attack off without actually getting hit yourself. So it's a little bit safer to go with Supernova, but I've seen some pretty skilled players with Fire Pillar, which do a lot of damage. With the potion, I chose the Reset Potion because I can cast my active ability twice. So same thing, I'm going to go with Potion Fanatic just like on the Bear to decrease the cooldown, so I can use that more often. Lingering Flames and Immortalization. So with those two there, I like to go with Lingering Flames, which creates a pool of lava right after you cast it that still does a little bit of damage. With Immortalization, though, it increases the damage but also hurts yourself each time you cast it, which it's a really strong ability because it does so much more damage. But I'm not too great at the Phoenix, so I don't want to lose too much health when I use my ability. So I'm going to stick away from that one. Alright, let's see if I can find a match and demonstrate the Phoenix here. See what chat's up to.
And just to review the other two devices that we're playing, so I'm currently in the 1450 fan range. Jade, what fan range are you in?
I'm currently at 250, so that's pretty low. Not reaching the higher.
Yeah, so we'll try to change it up for you guys. So I know some of you guys are just maybe outside of that range. So Jade and I, we will try to change up our fan range a little bit to give other players a chance to play against us as well.
Oh, look at that. We've got 3 Phoenixes happening here. Oh, ho, ho. We both killed each other. So one thing with the Phoenix is if you die and your active ability is not on cooldown, you will actually automatically cast it. So it is really dangerous to go at the Phoenix, especially when their cooldown's still up. Ooh, nice kill. So a good counter to the Phoenix players is having high health pools. So like the Dragon and the Bear are both really strong against that type of beast. Almost died there. Oh.
So the one thing that I respect that heck out of streamers is the ability to multitask.
Oh, to talk and play at the same
Yeah.
time? It's a lot harder than you think.
Yeah, we got some tough players this
Oh.
afternoon.
I know. Hopefully you guys are doing better than I am.
They're out there to snipe us.
I think so. I've been playing throughout the week, and I think I had a pretty good run, I would say. Maybe winning just over 50% of my matches. But today, I'm just getting mauled.
I fear to look at the total count of games that we've lost by the end before.
I can tell you right now, my number is not pretty.
Let's see how many people play them.
I'm sure that's quite good. Yeah, and then obviously you guys can see who claims them on Discord, but we get a lot of people that message us on Facebook and Twitter as well. So we encourage you guys to use Discord just because it's a good way for us to communicate with the players. But yeah, we're glad to see social media activity on Discord. On Twitter and Facebook as well. So keep the messages coming. We'll always read them.
All right, right on.
You just finished a match?
I just finished a match, yeah.
So we actually got a question, Sure. I want to know how much damage the Phoenix Lava does. Do you know?
The Phoenix Lava. I'm not 100% sure how much it does. It's a percentage of the abilities damage, but it's over time, so it's not like 100% of ability damage. I think I'd have to double check to see what the exact numbers are because it's been a while since I've actually looked up the exact number. but I think it's roughly around 20%, maybe a little bit more than that.
Right. And we have a player that claims to have won, but he didn't take a screenshot. I'm very sorry, but there's no way we can prove that is you unless you took a screenshot because we're not recording every match here. So, I mean, the only exception is if you happen to have played a name on the stream, then you show us that this is your account, then maybe we can work something out. But yeah, I mean, the rule is that you have to take a screenshot. So, yeah, you're just gonna have to try again. Can I take a photo of the stream at the moment that I won? So, were you playing unnamed?
If you're playing me, you could take a photo of the stream, or you could go back into the VOD and just tell us what time it is, and then we can go and credit you the gems from there.
Or you can queue up and try to beat them again.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll have lots of opportunities to beat me again.
Actually, and then can we change my fan count so that I can play?
Do you want me to change you to the hot seat? That way you can play a couple on here?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, guys, spread the love, right? Alright, so we'll drop unnamed.
Alright, so unnamed and Proximus, we're going to do a switcheroo. So unnamed is going to go to the silver range, and Proximus is going to go to the diamond range. Alright, time for you guys to have a chance to snipe me. So you're going to be seeing some magic here. So with the powers that Unnamed has, he's going to be able to instantly change the number that you see in front of the screen. So this is how powerful we are. We're the almighty Beast Brawlers team. Yeah, that would be more convenient.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
We could use these. Oh, right. Alright, so in the meantime, I'm just gonna click around and talk about everything. So I'm currently down in clan, but let's hop around and look at some of the clan functions that you guys might not be familiar with. So I'm just gonna join a random clan. So we actually have a policy, as I mentioned in the last stream, that devs with the dev accounts are not allowed to join you guys' clients, obviously, just to be fair. For the dev accounts that you see, obviously we do a lot of tweaking behind the scenes with mount levels, with our fan counts. So none of the dev accounts are allowed to join the clans that you guys see. And if we have our personal accounts in the new game, some of you guys might know some devs that we play with our own accounts. We're not allowed to use any of our tools to give us more gold, more gems, or any of the stuff that you see with this stream. So we play fair in this game. But yeah, I'm just going to join a random clan. I'm going to exit it shortly after. But okay, so clan USA. I don't know if any members are on, but yeah, I just want to show you guys like some of the stuff that you guys can do in the clan functions. Obviously, this is the clan chat that you guys are very used to seeing. This is the global chat. So if you guys want to add friends on the global chat, so let's say I'm saying hello here. So Legendary was the person that typed it for me. All I need to do is click on Legendary and click on Add Friend, and then Legendary will get a request of me adding him as a friend. And you'll be able to see this group of friends here. So Carlton just added me, so I'm going to accept just for the sake of showing how you guys work. So yeah, so I mean this is a function that we have in the game that a lot of players don't necessarily take advantage of. Is that you can actually play with friends that are in a similar fan range as you. So Carlton right now is actually within the same fan range as me, within 200 fans. So I can actually invite Carlton into a casual battle, and we would jump in the same match together. And this is something that a lot of players don't know, is that during the clan season, so right now in the clan season, obviously the more flags that you collect, the more rewards that you get. So if you hop into a match with your clanmate, you're actually able to get double the amount of flags for that match. So extra incentive for you to play with your fellow clan members, and the best way to do so is just to click on the profile on the info tab, add them as a friend, or just to invite them to a casual battle right away.
So there's a question. I guess it's for me. Do I want to join? One second.
Alright, so a name is still in the background, trying to figure things out. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to hop out of my screen for just a moment.
Okay, ready guys? You want to say what this is so that next time
Oh.
audio.
So this is the pre-game interview with the players.
Okay. So there was a question. Do I want to join us in Epics, the clan?
Epics is pretty awesome. I gotta give it to Epics.
So, like this guy over here was saying, we are unable to on our dev accounts. I might on my personal account. You'll just have to try to guess who I am, though.
Yeah, we've got some undercover guys in this game, so maybe they're already in your clan. You don't even know it.
You can make space. Hey, for all you know, I might actually already be in the clan. You don't know.
Alright, so Proxitus is down to 1200 right now. So early gold and silver players, this is your chance to hunt me. Oh, sorry, that's a second. So yeah, I just want to show you guys the bounty event that's happening right now. So Jay, Proxitus, and Unnamed, where all three of us are playing if you just tune into the stream. So there's a chance to hunt us down. Alright, so queuing up right now is Proxitus. Good luck to whoever's playing with me or against me. Alright, hopping into a match. Alright, Dark Force against Hearthstorm, Dragon Eyes, and a Chinese player. Yeah, and so one of the things that we noticed about this game is that because of the variety of pieces that we offer, a lot of players kind of develop their own style and then their own type of piece that they like to play. So, Unnamed earlier was saying that he's not good with the Phoenix, but we know certain players that are really, really good with the Phoenix, but not necessarily with other pieces. And I think that's one of the kind of unique things about these Brawlers is that everyone can really find their own style. If you're an assassin, a lot of people once they started using the wolf, they exclusively use the wolf, and it just really becomes a go-to. With people that picked up Spider and made Spider their own. So speaking of Spider, Spider is actually one of my favorite pieces to play. Like it slows the game down so much. It's frustrating, but it's so satisfying to get someone trapped in a web and you're just like poisoning away like I'm doing right now. So the best way to play Spider is basically you want to disengage. You want to lure people to come after you, but keep your distance. Right? If you notice that Spider's range is actually significantly larger than most other beasts. You have to be careful with dragons, which dragon also has quite a bit of range. And Spider has decent speed as well, so you want to run away instead of going head in. So every time I see a beast just in a corner of my eyes, I'm out of there. Just touch the beast and get the heck out of there. The only thing, oh shoot, oh good, well played, Hearthstorm. All right, so I've got about 20 seconds left. I definitely want to go after Hearthstorm. Oh, here we go. All right, so we're tied at 24. I've got one more. Oh shoot! All right, I'm just gonna go for a kill. Come on, 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 come on. Oh no, he got me. Yeah, see, this is why equipping potion is so important. So, if you guys don't know, healing potion only works if you stay untouched and you're not taking any damage. So, a lot of players they're not aware of this, right? So they click on heal, but then once they get damaged, the heal stops. So I was in a situation in which I had a heal potion. I was going one-on-one with the boar, which obviously is not a good matchup for me. But if I had, let's say, the shield or I had retreat, then I would have been able to disengage and get out of that complication. But I didn't, so So yeah, good win, Hirschko.
Whew, that was a close match there, guys. Put up against Nightmare.
All right, let's see who I'm up against in the good division this time. Little Chicken and Free Angel. And guys, remember, if you're able to beat me, take a screenshot. That's basically free money for you guys. No, free bear. I don't even know what I was doing there. Oh shoot, there's major lag right now. I think so. One of the things that you guys should be aware of is sometimes when you experience lag, it's not necessarily because of your internet. Sometimes it's actually because one of the players in the game has really really bad internet, so it makes the game look laggy for everyone else.
That's definitely
Oh, is it us?
us.
Oh shoot.
Our office internet is not the greatest of times.
Okay. Oh, I guess we fixed that problem, didn't we?
It's better, but you kind of still your pain at times because of this network, and you're also streaming too.
Well, that's funny. I had a triple kill just by standing there. Oh shoot. No. And another thing that we don't talk too much about is just strategies for different maps. So despite the fact that you guys might be better with certain beasts than others, keep in mind that certain beasts are also better for certain maps than others. So for Dark Forest, obviously it helps to have more movement. The fact that there are no heals except for the center spot, as well as the fact that gems are a little bit all over the place. Oh no, I'm gonna be last. Oh no. I was too busy talking. I didn't notice how many gems I had. Oh, that hurts. Oh yeah, so congrats to you guys for beating me. But yeah, that's another thing about Dark Forest is that the timing of the match is also really important, right? Because literally everything can be turned around within the last 10 seconds. So the one thing that I personally like doing, which I probably should have done, is to use something like the Phoenix towards the very end of the match, where you're basically going all in explosion, doing as much damage as you can, and trying to get your opponent to drop the gems at the last second. So that's a piece of advice that you guys might want to consider next time you play Dark Forest. And that's why it's also important for you guys to spread your gold and upgrade all the beasts. Unlike other games where you just concentrate on upgrading one or two of your favorite beasts and you always use them, it's not to your advantage in Beast Brawlers because once you die, you're able to switch to another beast. And certain beasts obviously work better against others as well. So you want to make sure that you're upgrading at least a good 4 or 5 beasts so that you can use them in different situations. Alright, well with that said, I'm going to jump to another match, and maybe after this we'll take a short break to do a little bit of a Q&A. So if you guys are on Facebook and Discord, you can start shooting us some questions and we can take a look at that. Alright, I guess I'm playing against Dylan.
Oh, he'll claim your bounty.
Let's see.
He's already on Discord claiming bounties.
I'm not sure if it's the same Dylan that's been talking about.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Dylan is a somewhat common name, I suppose.
Okay, fair enough.
Alright, but I'm actually going to try my best and try to win this one. So yeah, I was just giving a bunch of Dark Forest advice, so I'm going to try to apply my own advice here. Yeah, of course, one thing is that you notice in the beginning of the match, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you get kills, but if your opponent has no orbs, they're not going to drop anything. So, in a sense, beginning of the match is really just for you to kind of scout out your opponent to see what they're using. while I was saying that, what I'm doing right now is I'm not really concentrating. Like I just have a habit of once I die, I immediately just press and like click on whatever beast stuff. But you guys don't want to do that. Pay attention to what your opponents are using and try to use a beast to counter them. Don't just pick like whatever random beast that shows up.
I think I've been playing this game all wrong for the last while.
Oh, shoot. But yeah, I'm not very good at multitasking. So as I'm talking, I am not paying attention. So I am again in last place. Oh, shoot, come on. I'm an idiot. I shouldn't be using unicorn. I like unicorn, but this is another note for unicorn players as well. Is that don't go crazy using a unicorn until you unlock the talents, because the unicorn talents really improves the play of unicorn significantly. Ah! Woof, woof, woof. That's a kill. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I played super aggressive, so yeah, I used the wolf and I got 2 kills at the end. Sorry, no mercy. But I will give you guys another chance shortly after. So, alright, I'm gonna take a break. I've played like 10 matches in a row. How are you guys doing?
We can do some questions if anyone has any. We can do a Q&A time.
Alright, so if you guys have questions, feel free to shoot them to us on either Discord or Facebook, and we can address them. So I'm just going to take a look at my Discord here to see if you guys are saying anything. Oh, Dylan did claim about it. Oh, God. I gotta do this. Okay, the creeps ask, what kind of beasts do we plan on adding? Good question. So obviously, we've been working on a lot of new things for the game. A lot of stuff, like as I mentioned earlier, is based on the comments and feedback that you guys have given us. And I think one of the most asked things from our players is a new beast. And you see that we have that 10th slot there. We have designs for a beast. But one of the interesting things is that as we're collecting data and seeing how people play the game, we also start to see, there are certain types of beasts that would be better to be introduced for this game over others, right? So, for example, I can give you guys a little bit of a hint. We don't want another beast that slows down the game. And I think we already have Spider with the web, Bear with the charge. We have too many things that slow down the game already. So we want something that has a little bit more mobility. So we've been, or will be, working on a design for a beast that has a little bit more mobility. So that's all I can tell you guys for now. And when we have a little bit more information, we'll definitely share it with you guys on Discord and social media. When did the devs start playing? You mean like today? We started playing at 3 o'clock. And then and of course we built this game since the inception. So some of us didn't join the Beast Brawlers team until later on in the project, but Jade here has been with the project since pretty much the beginning.
2016, so I've been playing for a while now.
Yeah,
I'm still getting my butt handed to me.
And a little bit of inside information for you guys. The game, before it became Beast Brawlers, was actually built on a prototype for tanks. Little known information.
Little insider secret.
Yep. Why am I depressed? Because I'm losing to you guys. So yeah, I hope that's a question that I'm supposed to say in the first person, not in the third person. But nice gaming. You've been a great part of this community, so I hope you're feeling happy. Dragon Tamer asks, you defeated a non-bounty, but still a dev. Can I please get happy gems? No. They don't represent us. So you might have played Kim Bob or a couple other people. Kim Bob is a very good player, so if you beat Kim Bob, congrats. But Kim Bob is hunting us as well. So For this, for this event, is specifically the 3 dubs that we've set the accounts for this event. But after this event, like I said, we're really open to suggestions from you guys. So if you guys have other ideas of how you guys might want to have opportunities to compete in events and win gems, let us know. Like we want to do fun things with you guys. So, favorite animals in Beast Brawlers. Jay, do you want to start?
My favorite animal in Beast Brawlers, the wolf, hands down. I absolutely love the wolf.
Come on, the unicorn. It shoots rainbows.
Oh, I would buy the rainbow. The rainbow shooter, I like rainbow shooter, especially Q2.
Yeah.
And they're inspired.
Say like all of them.
I didn't mention the others. Those are my thoughts.
I think Scorpion doesn't get enough attention. Like I love Scorpion, just the fact that it has such a cool ability. Like coming from underground and coming up. Like that's just it reminds me of like I don't know. I can't remember what game, but I just love the Scorpion for its ability. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. So we've got a couple more claims. Congrats to you guys. Dylan asked, why does the Phoenix ability not increase by 219? Oh, that's too technical. We're going to answer fun questions, not technical questions. But no, actually, no, Dylan, we have noticed that you've asked a few questions regarding statistics on the beast abilities, attack power. And actually, it's a very legit question. We've had a lot of questions from a lot of our diamond players regarding, how much does an ability increase, right? How much does a talent increase potion duration, or I think these are all very legit questions that, of course, we have the answers to, but at the same time, we obviously have not been communicating this very well within the game. And I think what we'll probably look to do within the next month or so is try to provide you guys with some kind of wiki style statistics on our blog, so you guys can refer to that and to see how much the extra damage the Dragon Flame does per second, or like I said, the potion duration, how much that increases. I don't know, because we do notice, even I have these questions, right? Like, how much does this talent boost my ability by? Because if I have to choose between one or the other, I want to be able to make these decisions based on these numbers, right? So, keep these questions coming. I think that we have these answers, is that we haven't compiled them very nicely. So we'll spend a little bit more time to work on these so that you guys can refer to these numbers and make the right decisions for upgrading the beast.
So to answer that question a little bit more as well, the screenshot he actually submitted is actually a bug.
Oh.
So yeah, it's saying you're gaining too much when you're actually gaining less than that. So I'll have to look into why it's saying the wrong value, because it should not be saying you're gaining 200 if you're not actually gaining 200. It's supposed to tell you how much you gained, not like the total amount. And for some reason, the total gained amount is more than you actually did gain. So I'll have to look into that, and we should fix that before the next patch as well.
Yeah, so keep pointing out the bugs, guys. Honestly, one of the biggest things about interacting with you guys and why it's so important to us, aside from the fact that we like talking to you guys, is also the fact that you guys help us with our jobs as well by playing the game and pointing out the bugs. So Jade can tell you that you guys have been awesome in pointing out some of the display bugs and the chest bugs and a lot of these things that you guys see, and it really helped us identify some problems that we weren't able to find out what was causing them. So we hope that we got most of this stuff fixed now. We know there's still a lot of little bugs in the game, like the display errors and things like that, but we hope that most of the major stuff has been cleared, and just be patient as we work on fixing other little stuff as well. So.
We got a couple questions. You should add a griffin, a chimera, and a sphinx to the game, or a gorilla. All those are great suggestions.
Chimera.
Chimera would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says add more Greek stuff. Well, think about it. It's a good suggestion.
Yeah, I can say that at least 2 of the 4 that's on that list are pieces that we've at least thought about doing. So great ideas. flying beasts are cool. So we definitely want to add another flying beast in the game. If not the next one, then maybe the one after. So, but if it's going to be a chimera or a griffin, we'll have to see. We have to think about how to design it as well. So. All right, so yeah, I got impatient. I just want to hop on another match. I want to do some gems.
You just have to talk while you're matching me. Gems.
Yeah, so as I was saying, I really like the unicorn as well. Like I feel like it's such a fun design. But I think a lot of people like once they unlock the unicorn, they use it and they realize that I keep getting killed because it's so squishy, right? And I think that's where talents come in. You really have to not just look at the beast and its abilities, but look at the talents in which you can unlock to see how that can make the beast better. So honestly, some of the talents for beasts they're like game changers. Like once you unlock that talent, that beast just becomes so much stronger. But of course, at the same time, you got to get the XP in order to unlock these talents. In order to unlock these talents, so yeah, sometimes you do have to like play the beast a little bit, and unfortunately lose a few matches, right? If you really care about your fan count, but you just want to gain some XP, take advantage of a casual mode because you can still gain XP for a beast that you play a casual battle. So keep that in mind. Hop on a couple casual battles so you can get used to the beast. No, stop. The unicorn attack is too slow. Yeah, that's another thing. The unicorn, it of course has a normal attack, but keep in mind that some beasts like the unicorn and bear has very, very slow attack speed. Oh shit, that hurt. Yes. Oh! Alright, I lost a little chicken again. I was too busy talking, I didn't pay attention to the clock. Alright, congrats little chicken. You managed to pick up Proximus again. I hope you're watching, I'll take a screenshot.
Alright, so want to say the questions or that?
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
So I think I'm doing it now.
Is there other questions?
Yeah.
How many more do you have?
There was 2 more asked while you were playing.
Okay.
So the first one was, are we going to implement a feature where you can open your chests and then without actually, after the timer's finished, instead of opening them, start another one so you can unlock all 4 chests and open them all at the same time? We don't have one plan, but we've been thinking about it, so stay tuned. We may have that feature, but we don't have that right now. Right now, once you start unlocking it, once the timer hits 0, you do have to open that chest. If you do want to open all of them right away, you're going to have to spend gems right now. That's a good suggestion. We'll keep that in mind, and we'll look into it. And the next question was, do you guys watch Rem's gaming streams? I have not yet. Have you?
Yeah, of course. So Rem's actually, he is a great supporter of this game. He was one of the content creators that we featured in the beginning, obviously, because he's someone that the Beast Brawlers team knew before he got started into the game, and so. All the content creators that streamed or made content for Beast Brawlers, they love the game. Like some of them are primarily Beast Brawlers players, but most of them are not. They're from different gaming communities. So they were just really supportive of the game, and they wanted to help showcase our game when it first came out, right? But Rems is one of the few that now has made Beast Brawlers his primary game. Like that's amazing. The fact that he spent years playing other mobile games, and he loved Beast Brawlers so much that now he's become a major part of our community. So, I've definitely watched Ben stream a few times. He's a guy that actively gives feedback to us on Discord and through other channels. So, yeah, he's entertaining as heck. Like he's both a good player and as I was saying earlier, I can't multitask. I'm playing a game right now. I don't even know how much time's left. But Rems is just so good at being able to play at a top level while being such an entertaining guy. So yeah, I'm so glad to see he's having a lot of fun with these brawlers, and I'm glad that you guys are having fun watching him as well. Is that it for the question? All right.
Yeah, there's a couple more.
I'm gonna be cheap. I'm gonna use a boring. Come on, go. Oh no! Oh yeah, I still got second. And it's really interesting with Dark Forest. So when the game mode first came out during soft launch, revisiting back during Beast Brawler soft launch. So some of you guys have been here since the almost very beginning, but a lot of you guys joined during our launch last month. But when the game was first in soft launch, there was only Emerald Pit, so it was only free for all. That was the only game mode that was in the game, and so it was about November of last year that we finally introduced Dark Forest and Ice Cove. So Dark Forest was a little bit of a controversial arena in that it took a lot of balancing to get to the point where it is now. So initially we had orbs that were all over the arena, and people basically all used speed. So because it was basically like avoiding contact, avoiding confrontation, and going around collecting orbs because you didn't get orbs or points for knocking out your opponent. So the current game mode now, in which you get 3 orbs per KO, that was added in afterwards because Dark Forest was so poorly balanced when it was first released. So we think Dark Forest is at a good position right now. We have seen some comments from players that have expressed frustration for Dark Forest because it's so easy to lose last minute. Like you can literally be playing well and winning for a minute and 50 seconds of the match, but you lose because you get knocked out last second. Right? So we understand there is a little bit of frustration with Dark Forest, but at the same time, that's kind of our design as well. Right? We wanted a game mode in which someone can feel like they have the ability and the opportunity to come back, despite the fact that they were losing for most of the game. Whereas with Emerald Pit, honestly, if you're dominating, you're dominating. You go on a kill streak, and no one's going to catch up. And so we wanted that contrast with the game modes. And so, some players are better with one game mode than the other, and I think it's almost by design, right? And maybe in the future, we'll see which game mode will become more prevalent, and that might become kind of a more standardized game mode for competitions and whatnot. But I think right now, personally, I think Dark Forest is in a good spot. But if you guys have feedback, again, please let us know.
And we also follow your guys' feedback on the changes on Dark Forest, right? That's why it's changed so much. So we really appreciate you guys giving us all the feedback about it. It really helped us out and kind of balances maps.
Let's get destroyed. That was weird. Like all 3 guys were in a line together. Alright, so I'm losing pretty badly, but as I was saying in the beginning of Dark Forest, it doesn't really matter. And honestly, like I like to go with like high damage and high HP guys. This is so I can stay alive while trying to push out like as much damage as possible. And actually, one interesting thing I've noticed with the community's conversation is that the Phoenix has becoming more and more popular because for a while everyone was using Wolf. So Phoenix is a bit of a natural counter to Wolf just because it can one-shot the Wolf quite easily. So I mean it's interesting that you guys have developed your own strategies to deal with what you guys define as the meta. I mean, what do you think is the meta right now? I mean,
Ooh. I've seen some people who really break the meta. You don't see too many spiders, but there's a couple players out there like Rare who just uses the spider religiously, and it's hard to take them down. You see a lot of wolves, a lot of bears, a lot of boars. Those are all really strong mounts. But you do from time to time see really good players with the horse and the spider. And sometimes the Scorpion, which the Scorpion is very strong, but you just don't see him play too much, which is kind of weird. I would expect a lot more people playing him because of his style.
Damn it! See, that's why potions are important as well. So if I had Reset potion, I probably could have taken Voyager. So Voyager good game. He played really well towards the end. But yeah, with Phoenix, I like to either have the retreat or the whatchamacallit, um, the reset potion, just because like his ability, its ability is so strong, and because you know at the end of the day, Phoenix is not that um, strong a beast in terms of hit points, but it's basically a new character, right? So I like to either equip it with protection potion, not power, reset potion, or a recall potion. So oh shit, I think I actually had reset. I just didn't use it. Alright, I'm gonna check another match. Actually, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna check with Sheer to see how much gems we've lost today so far.
Oh, I know I've lost quite a bit.
Well, pay up and see how things go for the rest of the day. I haven't seen anyone play my bounty yet, but I'm only checking Discord.
Yeah, it's me. Mesa claimed his. Actually, no. Oh, Custard Duck shared a screen, but Custard Duck lost.
Oh no! Oh, there's a bunch of orbs right at the end of the match, and I couldn't collect them.
Actually, if you don't mind, could you change Proximity Prestige to, like, say, 1800? Yeah. I'll play the same level beast. Give people a chance. Alright, unnamed is gonna work his magic again, so you're gonna magically see my number of fans increase just because I want to. 1800? I thought the number changes automatically. Oh, right. Can I just put that one there?
You'll be the 1800. You'll update after the match.
Alright, so Proximus is now playing in the 1800s. So if you are within 500 fans of 1800, there's a chance to try to claim a bounty against him.
I'm still playing around the 3000 range, so if anyone's up there in Diamond League, you come play my bounty still.
Alright, let's go. Sorry, I'm going to use a little more spider today. I think, yeah, I'm going to use more spider and scorpion. Just like what Amin was saying. I personally feel like these beasts are underutilized, especially because both beasts are actually very good against the boar. A lot of players are saying, "Oh, boar is OP because lifesteal is so strong." But I've tried using boar against spider, and I lose every time, just because your range is so short. Once you're in the web, you have nowhere to go, and you're just like slowly getting your life eaten away by the spider. And with Scorpion, a good 1-2 combo is just to come out of the barrel and using a shield or something like that. Oh shoot! Or using double attack, just because it's so effective. Like once you come up and you stun them, you stun the enemy. Basically you're at a huge advantage in terms of being able to take that person down. Unicorn's almost useless against the bear. It takes up so many shots.
So much help.
They're pretty tough.
Alright, I'm just gonna run away. There we go. And normally I wouldn't want to put the shield on Unicorn. I like to kind of go all in on the attack, so usually what I like to equip is either double attack or just like or speed up so you can keep the distance a little bit better. Oh, shit, I don't know where to go. No. Yes. Oh no. All right. Good game, Viet. Viet managed to beat me by just how many times is that? 13 times. Oh man, I thought I had that one. Alright, I'm gonna play one more game in the 1800 range, and then maybe after this we can hop back and do some diamond action with them.
Sounds good.
Alright, my match is starting. Oh, it's BX Sweet again. Alright, here's the second chance. Ooh. And also keep in mind that the Scorpion has a very unique passive in that every third attack is a very strong attack. So, actually, Name, I got a question for you. How much damage does that third attack do for Scorpion?
It changes based on the level. But from what I remember, I think that when you first get him at level 1, I think it's double damage.
Okay, so it's a double of a normal attack,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah, it's like one of those things where you don't think about because it just seems like a normal attack, but that third attack actually does quite a bit of damage. And that's why in a one-on-one situation, the Scorpion actually is able to do and dish out a lot of damage. The only thing I don't like about the third attack is the fact that, as you can see, um, it doesn't do damage to the center um, the center crystal. Again, that's by design, because the Scorpion is the attack is so powerful that you can't. This is kind of a way to nerf it a little bit.
Sir Sharky, that was really close. The last second, I got a kill on Cube there and just past you.
Did you finish first?
Yeah.
Congrats.
I was in second the whole time, right behind him, and at the last second, I got her, and then that pushed me just above it.
Alright. I'm not going to play chicken, I'm going all in. Oh, I'm sorry, I managed to take it down again. So, yeah, I mean, I was just like, oh, shoot. I wasn't paying attention. I think I still got first on this one. Okay. Alright, good try, guys, good try. But yeah, I mean, as I was talking through the Scorpion, as you can see, like, it is quite, effective in terms of a 1v1 beast. So, yeah, highly recommend Scorpion. It's personally one of my favorite beasts. Alright, well, that's going to be... I'd say that's not going to be it for me. I'm going to take a break from being on the hot seat, and I'm going to give the seat back to Name so that he can take on some of these diamond guys.
You want to move back to the damages?
It's up to you. Oh, sorry. How to get out.
You can play with more there, because you only play one match,
Oh,
right?
yeah, sure.
But before that, I think there was a couple questions. Have we thought about making a game mode that's based off of just number of kills? We've been experimenting with a bunch of different game modes recently. Can't talk about any of them in particular, but we have been experimenting with just kill-based ones before. Are we going to implement a system where we can cycle out chests for people who get platinum chests and want to keep it in their chest slots? We've been thinking about this problem a lot, because a lot of you have been reporting it, how you want like a system where you can either swap out chests or get rid of old chests. And we've been experimenting with different ideas. And if you stick around in the future, we will have something in place probably that will help out that issue. But we're still looking into solutions. And suggestions for surviving diamond with low-level beasts. A lot of the beasts, like the wolf can do pretty well even against higher-level beasts because of its invisibility. It's a lot harder to play against like some of the mounts though, or some of the beasts because they are going to be stronger versus you. Like it's going to be really hard to kill a bear or a dragon just due to how much health they have. But you should still do pretty well against like the unicorn and other low health targets. And for the ones that do have a lot of health, you can just try to stay like away from them, not engage them. Wait until they get low, and then go in with your invisibility and take them out. You can do stuff like that with the scorpion as well, and the horse. So those are some really good mounts that you can use when you're at a lower level. All the other mounts are still viable. It's a little bit scary going in there because you are going to get a little bit of a disadvantage being a lower level.
Yeah, I mean, certain beasts definitely. I feel like by design they're not meant to be good beasts if you're at a level disadvantage. So, for example, a lot of players are saying that you get one shot by the bear charge, but if your bear is lower level than the other beasts, then that's probably not going to happen, and so you're just going to leave yourself very vulnerable, right? So. But yeah, I think the wolf is a great beast to use. Obviously, if you had a level disadvantage, I think basically beasts that require a little bit more movement, a little bit more skill, and like again, Phoenix, the same thing, right? I mean, if your Phoenix is not high level enough, it's not going to be able to one shot a lot of people. So yeah, stick with beasts that have good mobility and good range.
All right. Go for a little spider action here. Oof. So you can see here, like using. Oh, I got a little bit too close there. You can use like the environment to your advantage there, like standing behind the rocks of the spider, because you do have so much attack range that you can attack over the rocks, and the boar is unable to get to you. I played a little bit greedy there and got a little bit too close, and I got caught out. Oop. Ooh, oh, that was really close. So I almost got the scorpion there. One thing you gotta be careful of though with the unicorn is you do heal everyone around you, including yourself. And the problem there is, while I did get him really low, he did end up sticking around me too long, and he did get healed up, and I couldn't kill him.
So one question that I just remembered as well is that some people actually filed this on a bug report, saying that you're in Gold Division or even Diamond Division already, and you still haven't unlocked one of the mythical beasts, or two of the mythical beasts, like Unicorn, Phoenix, or Dragon. So it's not a bug, and honestly, it's just a little bit of unluckiness from your side because just like the chest, our drop rates for beasts are, they're pretty standard, right? So we have a certain percentage of unlocking a certain beast with a certain chest. And I can tell you that obviously Platinum chest has a higher drop rates for mythical beasts than a gold chest, and a diamond chest has a higher drop rate for mythical beasts than a platinum chest. So while saying that, one of the things that I've mentioned in Discord and a couple of other places where we've given feedback to you guys is that once you've unlocked the beast, it's actually quite easy for you to get more pieces of the beast. So even if, let's say, you haven't unlocked a unicorn or you haven't unlocked a dragon yet, don't feel bad because once you do, and it's just a matter of time, just keep opening those chests, you'll find that you'll very quickly get a lot of pieces of that beast so that you can level them up and catch up with the other beasts. So that, again, is something that we designed so that the players who honestly commit to our game and play for more than just a couple of days will eventually find themselves to have the opportunity to unlock all the content. So obviously it'll be faster if you guys do support the game and purchase some gems, but if you guys are just gonna be free to play and watching ads. So you'll find that you'll unlock all of these in just a matter of let's say a week, depending on how much you play.
Yeah. Another thing to note too is as you do go up in divisions, so if you look here, you do gain extra drops in your chests. So, example, like if you go to Bronze Division 1, you only get 5 drops out of your silver chest. But if you go up to like Gold Division 1, you're getting 11 drops and 33 out of your gold chest. And that keeps increasing all the way up to the Diamond Division. So if you are having trouble, you can still rank up, and in the higher ranks, you will have like more drops, so more chances to get those rarer beasts. So that's also a good way, is if you just keep ranking up, eventually you will unlock all the beasts. Alright, let's go into another match here.
And just something fun for you guys watching as well. Like, yeah, I mean, I love this community and all the the rest of the team content creators and the community itself loves this community. I think these guys are a really good community. I remember like one of them, the players were saying, "Oh, I hope you guys are crazy rich because of this game." So first of all, as you can see, this is the workspace that we have. So we are far from crazy rich, and we definitely need everyone's support to be able to keep rolling out new content. But I mean, for us, the most important thing is to build this game into a fun game, and you guys enjoy playing and keep coming back. That's the priority. And we're not obviously greedy developers that want to suck your money. One of the things that make us really happy is that the fact that some of the players have defended the fact that we're not really a pay to win game like a lot of the mobile games out there, right? Obviously, the upgrade curve favors those that do support us by buying gems, but by design, we want people to be able to unlock our content in this game and compete in the Diamond Division, even as free-to-play players. So, yeah, we really thank you guys for supporting us by both playing the game and, of course, by purchasing items in the game. Some of the things that we want to do is we also want to make content in the game now and in the future more accessible for you guys. So we in the future probably want to run some more limited time edition offers, so you guys have more incentive to unlock things. Give you guys some more items so that people talk about possibly unlocking chests a little bit faster. That's something that we have been thinking about, and we want to give people an option to be able to do that. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that us as a team we've been thinking about, and we want to be able to add to the game to make the experience better for both you guys and especially new players to the game as well. So yeah, stay tuned and keep getting some feedback coming.
Oh no.
Right, I mean, I might need you to set up a diamond. I think a lot of diamond guys are like just on standby.
You can grab my phone.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. Alright. Just, you can grab my phone.
All right, so I'm gonna take over unnamed. Good luck.
You're gonna need it. There's some tough players out there.
Ooh, Ice Cove. Okay, so there's gonna be a winner regardless. It's gonna be fun.
A little bit of 2v2 action.
Yeah. And one of the things that we have changed since the last update, obviously, is that now Diamond players are finding Ice Cove matches finally. So, we're a small team, and we first admit that a lot of things that were in the game when we first launched were not operating as we had intended. So one of the things was matchmaking. So we noticed that a lot of players were getting Ice Cove when they first joined the game, but then as they progress later on in the game, they were getting less and less PvP matches. So that was not by design. That was honestly a bit of a flaw on our side, and unfortunately, like it confused a lot of players, especially players that just joined the game because it didn't make sense that they were getting so many PvP matches when they first played these Brawlers. So we've made a fix, obviously, with the latest update. So now players across all divisions should be getting all types of arena matches, regardless of how many fans you have. So I think the biggest noticeable change is that Diamond players for a while was not getting any Ice Cold, and now they're finally able to play Ice Cold and PvP with the fellow Diamond buddies. So yeah, we hope that you guys are enjoying that. Oh shoot, I better start my game out. That partner's gonna be upset.
Oh, a little bit too crazy there.
Alright, get back in the lead. Come on, Wolf, you got this. No, Wolf,
No.
don't engage. Don't use a gem, stay out of there. I'm just gonna hide. Alright, me and Wolf, we got this. 2 weeks here.
Oh no, there was so many orbs there.
So I'm guessing Wolf likes Wolf. I'm just using Wolf over
Nice. That was a close game there, guys. Is there any more questions right now, Ted?
I'm gonna ask you.
Sure.
Oh, nice. So one of the guys that won, Mike, he used the gems to buy coins to buy the Arcane Hunter skin. Nice.
Nice.
We hope you enjoy that. Do skins change gameplay or just looks dope?
Just looks.
Just looks dope.
Yeah. All the skins do is just change the way you look to look really fancy. We didn't want to give you any competitive advantage for just owning skins. We thought that would be a little bit unfair. So there's no advantage for having a skin besides just looking really cool. Oh, maybe I should pick that.
Alright, so we got about half an hour left of the bounty event. So we will try to get squeeze a few more matches in so you guys can have a chance to win gems. So far, most of the bounty claims have been against unnamed. A few against Proximus. So Jade has actually been playing, but I guess our new players didn't really notice our bounty event. So I mean, the funny thing is, like when this event first started, there were within the first 15 minutes, like multiple claims against Jade. So yeah, new players to the game. If you guys are playing against Jade and you manage to beat Jade, be sure to take a screenshot because that's going to be free gems that will add to your account. Okay, so Chio just reported another one against something. So yeah, Diamond players, you guys are. Actually, no, I'm using a name. So
so you're the one that lost.
Oh no, but I won with Wolf. So if it was Wolf, then it's because I won.
That's right. Okay, congratulations, you guys won. You're both winners.
But I don't get that.
So in that match there, you could see that some of those people had 2-3 levels on me, and just like kind of playing smart, knowing when to engage, you can still come out above in the orbs match. Like it is an objective-based map, so going after the orbs is really key in this map, right? Like you don't necessarily need to go for the kills. You can just be there on standby, picking up those orbs, and then knowing when to go in and when to run away. You don't need to kill every single beast on the field, right? You just kind of, if it's a bad matchup, you stay away from them, try to get some distance, grab some orbs if you can see them around, but you don't necessarily need to engage on every single fight.
I'm in a 2v2 with him. So we went from enemies and became partners.
Oh, Blue takes the kill right at the end, last second. Claim your bounty if you're listening. Someone? Anyone?
Sometimes they submit it very last minute. And I don't know if Church and checking media as well. Yeah, another advice with QV2. Again, I was talking a little bit about boost selection a little bit earlier, but free for all, you want to choose a beast that counters your opponent. With QV2, you want to complement your teammate. So sometimes I feel like people are just so used to choosing the beast that works for them that they forget that it doesn't complement the teammate. So for example, I picked Unicorn and then my teammate picked Unicorn as well. So that's not a good idea because you have two wimpy beasts that are basically on a run, and you have two other guys that are coming right at you, right? So you in general want to have one tank first and one damage dealer like the assassin, and especially if there's a beast like Spider. I mean, Spider obviously is a great teammate because it only slows down your opponent. Um, yeah, you want to pay attention to see what beast your teammate's using so that you can complement your teammate.
Oh, I missed that charge.
So I just beat. Sorry, I forgot what I beat, but I won with M. So M, if you're watching, you can claim yourself another bounty.
Oh no. One hit. Oh, that was a close match there.
Oh yeah, it was Wolf. So I literally was playing with Wolf and he played the bounty winning with me. So congrats, Wolf. Okay, all right. I'm gonna take a break and answer some questions.
Sure.
Meow or preferably meow. We got a question for Chia. Thoughts on pineapple pizza? I'm gonna ask Chia.
Yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on pineapple pizza?
I like pineapple pizza.
I like pineapple pizza too.
It's an acquired taste.
Oh,
I like
Oh,
it.
really?
I like it.
that sounds like doubt.
Well, I remember the first time I had it, I didn't like it, and then over time it grew on.
It doesn't work in all pizzas though, I think. I think it's only select pizzas that'll have pineapple on.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for Chia to answer about pineapple pizza. I'll let you guys know once she messages me.
Well, how about you guys? Do you guys like pineapple on your pizza?
Living in Chinese are probably like, pizza.
How dare you put pineapple on your pizza? Oh. Oh, I almost got away there.
And on questions regarding abilities tied to skins, it's a little bit too complicated to be because there's just so many abilities already with talents and potions. If you add more to skins, that's just gonna make the game very very confusing. one of the things that we do feel would be cool is certain skins might change the way certain attacks or certain movements look. Like some of the PC games out there. So yeah, I can't promise that you get this into these Brawlers, but it's definitely again something we've thought about. We want to give people extra incentive to unlock these skins, aside from the fact that some of the color palettes and some of the design looks cool. But yeah, I mean, we personally think the skins are pretty cool, so we hope you like it too. And I think the consensus is people like pineapple pizza.
Nice.
And Shiok says that she doesn't mind it, but she loves pineapples. But she doesn't think that pineapples make pizza special.
Mm,
Yeah, that's a good answer.
that's a fair enough answer.
Nice Gaming wants to know what anime sequel are we most excited for this year.
That's a
Anime
good
sequel.
question.
I have my answer.
I know.
Let's hear yours
One
first.
Punch Man.
Okay,
Oh,
yes.
that's a good one.
I am pretty stoked for One Punch Man.
I'm hoping for Disastrous Life of 70K, honestly.
Mm,
But One Punch Man, yeah, that could go for that.
you can't go wrong with that. It's a great show.
Alright, I'm hopping into another Diamond match.
There's a lot of shows I want to catch up on too. I just haven't got enough time to watch them all.
Yeah, we've been so busy making this game for you guys. we haven't caught up on an anime.
I dream of these Brawlers.
These Brawlers are anime. If any of you guys are animators out there, we would love for you guys to animate these Brawlers for us. Yeah, we do have some cool fan art, as you guys saw in the fan art channel as well. So
Yeah.
Keep them coming. We'd love to see that.
In the Discord, the fan art channel, yeah. There's some pretty awesome submissions there.
Oh, playing the camera again, man. It's like my default.
Partners in crime.
Oh, and to Dylan's question, Dylan loves to ask about the Phoenix. How about Fire to Ashes not resetting when you die? It's Phoenix ability.
Not resetting when you die?
Yeah, I'm not sure what he means by that.
Hmm.
Nagi, if you're out there, claim your bounty.
Yeah, I hope some of the bronze guys eventually does play down.
Ah,
The meaning of life is 42.
yeah.
Oh man, you won against like an level 11 board. And I was using board too. I thought I had the upper hand, but then I just, yeah. I was like watching his health bar trickle a lot slower than mine. That's like the worst feeling, right? Like you're basically going to hit your head in, and you just a health level.
Just get past it, right?
Alright, Em and I take another one. Congrats.
What was the question with the fire to ashes? It was
Something about like fire to ashes not resetting when you die.
oh, when you die. The way that fire to ashes works is if you get a kill, so if you kill another mount or another beast, that it doesn't fully reset the cooldown. It gives you credit back to it. I think it's close to about 50% of the cooldown. So it doesn't give you the ability straight back, because when we were testing that out, it was too strong, where if there's multiple weak enemies, you could just go in there and keep casting it, and you would clean up everyone. And we felt it was a little bit too strong. It was destroying the testing phase. So we changed it to, I think it's a little bit less than 50% right now, and we thought that was a pretty good spot where it gives you a significant cooldown on it, but it doesn't make it so it's easily abusable, where there's still gaps where you're a little bit vulnerable. Because the big part we found was if you could reset it instantly, there was never a spot where the Phoenix was okay to approach, because you're always risking just getting killed once you got near them. So now this way, if you do use it and you get a kill, you're still a little bit vulnerable. It's just your window where you are weak is much smaller than it would have been before.
Alright. Question, what is the meaning of life?
42.
I think Jade already answered it.
Oh,
42.
okay. Alright. Yeah, I think I was in the math, right? Okay. Not a question, but a comment. Dylan said during Branson's stream they had a vote, and they voted Chio as the coolest dev.
Oh, what? What? How am I not the coolest dev? I've been paying out for the last couple days.
That hurts.
I've been losing so many matches. You guys got so many gems off of me.
I think she's just more charismatic.
Let's just end the stream now. No more gems for you guys.
Maybe I don't want to play anymore now.
Yeah, you can play with Chio. But no, she has been doing an awesome job with engaging with you guys, talking to the community, managing social media. So, yeah, we can see why you guys make sure it's the cool stuff. But it doesn't make us happy.
No.
Yeah, and she's gotten really good at this game too. But,
Yeah.
I guess saw another question. Oh, someone is asking about bots. How does the bot that play music in Discord really work? So with Discord, you might have noticed that there's someone who's listed as admin called X Significant. So he's our Discord admin, and he's the mastermind behind basically all the cool functions on Discord. So he would be the best person to answer that. But yeah, I mean, all the cool things that you see is done by Sig, who has been again awesome contributor to the Brawlers community. So yeah, thanks. Shout out to Sig while we're on the stream.
Oh, I'm just not doing good this match.
Another question we're kind of add. So if you didn't watch the stream earlier, you can watch the VOD again. But I'll just repeat it a little bit. We are still designing how our 10th piece will be. We've made some changes based on the fact that we watched how players play, and we've made some decisions on what kind of piece we want. And we don't want another piece that slows down the game, but we want a piece that has more mobility. So that's all we can reveal at this time. What's the square root of 666? That's Peter.
Oh no! Oh, whew. You almost got me there. Yeah, you guys almost got me there for that middle buff. When you kill that crystal in the middle, it drops one of those buffs. It can either be a cooldown reduction for your skills, it can be a healing regen buff, or it can be a damage buff. And you saw right there, I was about to go down. And that healing regen, it kept me up through that entire fight. I almost died because it was two other people, but it really helps out. It makes a big difference.
Plus the duck actually has a good answer for this. The answer is the root of all evil. Okay. That's good. Dylan is asking when balance updates come out when we see it on data in the game. So what we've done with balance updates is we usually have blog posts to talk about what the changes are. So with this latest update, we didn't make a big deal out of it just because it was a relatively small update. But if you go to the Beast Brawlers blog, you'll see a post regarding the changes that we've made for this update. So as a quick recap, actually, I'll let you take it over.
Yeah, so we've been looking at the Hog as one of them. We got a lot of reports that people thought he was just too strong. So we did nerf the Hog a little bit. Its lifesteal went from 100% down to 80%, and it seems like it's doing a pretty good job here. Some of the engagements where it was winning before, it's starting to lose a little bit more, but it's still strong. Like you can still, like you saw when I was playing the Hog, you can still heal through some attacks, but it's you don't heal like an insane amount like you used to. We're still going to keep a close eye on this ability to make sure it's still not too strong or too weak, but we think it's in a pretty good spot right now because there are a lot of counters to the Hog that we've been discussing earlier in the stream, and we think he's in a better spot. Another thing too is we noticed that the Lightning Steed was a little bit underperforming, so we did increase his health a little bit. So the Lightning Steed now has a little bit more health to make him a little bit able to fight against those tanks, because that's what the Lightning Steed's main purpose is because its ability does do percentage health damage, so it's not as good against lower health targets, but we wanted it to stay a little bit longer against the higher HP targets. And the last one that we did was, I think we also buffed the Unicorn a little bit. Unicorn was also a mount that we didn't, or a beast that we didn't see in as often as the other ones. So we did increase its movement speed a little bit because with the Unicorn, you don't really want to get up and close and personal. You do want to stay away from your targets and shoot them at range because you do have a really slow attack speed, and your damage when people do get close to you is very little. And like we were discussing with its ability too, the healing aura, it heals your enemies, not only yourself. So when people get close to you, if you can't kill them quickly, you're going to be healing them, and it's going to make it really difficult to take them down. So with those changes, hopefully you guys like those. If not, then you can let us know, and we can look at the numbers again. But so far, it has been showing quite promising with those last couple changes.
All right, so I think we got about time for one more match.
One more? Sure.
All right, so I'm gonna press battle in 5 seconds.
All right, same.
All right, so diamond player. Oh, yeah, I guess for everyone. So
yeah.
Good luck getting your last chance of winning your bounty. Do it. And if you're in a match already, I'm sorry. This is bad timing for you guys.
Not finding anyone. Oh, there we go. Yeah, 4. All right, there we go.
Oh, same. There we go.
Dropping.
All right, last battle of the day.
All right, I was a little bit slow. I got 2 out of 4 now.
Oh, nice kill, Vampire.
And just as a reminder, so this is our official bounty stream event, obviously. So this is kind of your best chance to get the bounties against us because you see us playing. But we actually still have another week of the bounty event going on. So each day, between us and Chiyuk and a couple others in this team, we will be playing. So yeah, just keep an eye out on Discord and social media to see what time we will be out and available in our fan range, and hopefully a chance to win more gems against us after today.
Oh.
Alright, I'm going to try my best here. I feel like I'm playing Diamond. These guys are pretty good. So Dylan, who has been on the stream, is in my match right now. And we Replica and Calibrian. Calibrian has really good.
Right? Ooh. Ooh, nice
Yeah.
scorpion.
If you're playing Dark Forest, always try to make sure to pick up the orbs. I had a double kill there pretty earlier in the match, and
Just
I
lost
went.
it all.
Yeah, sure, but I killed him at the same time. But I went back to the spot, and both our sets of orbs are there.
Oh,
You get double kills, it's always worth checking out again to see if they're still there. Because the other players who weren't part of it, well, they may not know about it. So there's a nice, good 10-point extra there.
oh, right at the last second. I got those orbs a little bit sooner. Well played, guys.
Good job, Ian. Playing your bounty.
Alright, I got these diamonds. No, no. Oh yeah, I'm gonna beat you. Sorry guys, I gotta play my best. 30
focus.
seconds left. Oh,
Sure,
no.
ignore us. Ignore us. It's okay.
I've got a pretty healthy lead on that whole kid right now. Oh no. I had a couple of good bear charges. Uh-oh. They can potentially still come back though. Oh, sorry. Destroyed you guys. Come
No,
on.
no.
Come on.
That wolf got mauled by the bear.
Sorry, Dylan. Oh man. See what when I concentrate, I'm sorry. Yeah, 917 points. Yeah.
Big win.
So that wraps up our stream, guys. So thanks for tuning in. For the guys that have watched us for the past 2 hours, thanks for taking the time to spend time with us playing these Brawlers with us. So yeah, we don't do streams on a regular basis, but we definitely want to have more events with the community and more activities that allow us to play with you guys, do giveaways, and allow us to kind of engage with you guys and collect more feedback and answer your questions. So we're really active on Discord, as you already know. So you shoot out suggestions and bug reports and whatever else on Discord, and yeah, we'll definitely keep you guys posted once we know what our next event is after the bounty hunt. So until then, have a great weekend, and yeah, we'll chat with you guys on Discord.
Have a good one.
All right. See ya.
Peace.